Welcome once again to one of the video chapters of Indonesia Consulting. With us today is again the CEO of the company of Indonesian Consulting, who is Toni Hernández, and whom is living in Bali for several months now. And today we will dig a little bit deeper in the more technical data about how to start a business there in Indonesia. So the first question for you, Toni, is it possible to make an investment of foreign capital in Indonesia?
Yes, Matthias. Hello, how are you?
Anders.
Yes, in Indonesia you can open a foreign investment company named PMEA. Okay, that the protocol is not simple, but you can have, if you want it, 100% foreign investment company.
I see. So, well, you mentioned the PMA, but what are the legal options you have to start a business in Indonesia from abroad? And what are the requirements to do so?
Well, a PMA company is basically the main entry if you want to control your investment. Okay, that's the legal way. Okay, needs to be approved for BKPM. BKPM is the organ of investment of Indonesia who approve all the investments. Okay, basically the requirements of PMEA is the total amount that the companies needs to invest in Indonesia. The government don't want small investments if it's come from outside, because they try to protect a lot the domestic market and the medium and small enterprises. For that, the PMEA company require a minimum investment around $700,000. Okay, but when you need to do all the procedures, really you need to invest. You need to put in your bank account around $170,000. It is the minimum investment that you need to demonstrate. Okay, that the company bet in the Indonesian market.
Mm-hmm. And what percentage can foreign companies have in an Indonesian company? And is this the same for every sector, or doesn't change which sector you are working on?
Well, basically it's a change for the sectors. Indonesia have one blacklist. Okay, then definitely of the sectors you can have a 100% of your own company, or you need to be a partnership with local companies. Okay, it's totally changed for the sector. If you want to open a resort, for example, the maximum ownership is 67%. If, for example, we have a consultant company that we own 100% of our company, we need to enter more deeply in every case, but there are different range for the sectors.
Understood. You said that the Indonesian government is protectionist in some areas. Is it necessary to have a local partner to start a business in the country?
Well, it's not necessary. It's not 100% necessary, but it's 100% recommended. As who knows better the country, of course, is the local people. Okay, then if these local people improve your business or give up the powerful of your business, I'm totally agree always to join to the company's local partners. It's true that sometimes in some different companies, if you don't need it, then you are not obligated, as we talked about the PMEA constitution, that you can have 100% of your ownership. But I like to play with the local people, but I'm sure that always can give this added value, that the most important is find the correct partner. That's it.
That's great. We mentioned early on that the best way to start a business from abroad is a PMA, right? What is exactly the legal procedure to do so, and how long does it take?
Well, okay. The BKPM government office, they have a single windows that you can apply all documents there. But really it's a little difficult because you need to fill a lot of documents. Okay. They try to make the single windows. You can have a contact with them, but you need a lot of documents, a lot of papers. Then in my opinion, I tried it and it was impossible. Okay, then it's better to use the legal service of an notary who can handle all the documents, who can advise about what is the place where you can or not establish your company, if it's legal or not in some parts. But basically, you have all the documents, all the data in bkpm.com. But after the experience, we use it our team, we use it our notaries to do all the procedures. And for the other side, when you know the ways, it's easier to handle a company, and probably we need around 3 months for handle all the documents. Okay, but maybe we can do faster. Okay, but normally we explain that this is the normal time. 2-3 months is the minimum time.
Perfect. And does the legal procedure has changed over the years, or has it remained the same?
Well, they try to do easy. They want that the people landed in Indonesia and can invest with a safety ways. Okay, but Indonesia is a procedure country. Then they are trying to do easy every time. Okay, but really it's not so easy. But you have to fulfill many documents. That is not this one. This one too. Okay, then well, they improve it. They are improving, really. I'm sure that they want to do this procedure easy. Okay, but it's not until today. Is not the moment.
Great, Toni. Well, thank you very much. This was a first approach for the technical data on how to start a business in Indonesia. And as you explained, of course, this changed a little bit from sector to sector, but as a first approach, we really thank you for the information.
Thank you so much, Matthias.
Well, then see you till the next time.
Bye. See you.